Morning, kiddos. Let's take a look at this classification of matter, page number 1. It tells us that each circle represents an atom, and if the circles touch, if there is a chemical bond between them. So it has a couple of different steps that it wants us to do. The first one is to record how many different types of particles there are in each image. So if we look at box number 1, we see that all of these circles are all exactly the same. So that shows us that there is one type of particle in that image. If we look at number 2, we have these green ones, and we also have these clear ones. So those are 2 different types of particles. For number 3, we have these little clear ones. We have these big yellow ones. And we have these little ones that are NH3. So in this box, we have 3 types of particles. If we look at number 4, we have these little ones that are white and red. We have H2O. And we have HCl. So here we have, again, 3 types of particles. For number 5, all of these are H2O. So we only have 1 type of particle there. Number 6, we have all of these are just H2. There's 1 type of particle there. Number 7, we have these little purple ones. We have HCl. We have H2O. We have NH3. We have H2. And we have this one right here, which looks like 8 H's, 3 O's, and 3 C's. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different particles in that box. And last but not least, we have this big one again. Here's 1. H2O is 2. This green one is 3. So in box number 8, we have 3 particles. All right, so first step is done. Let's go up now and look and see. It wants us to say if it's an element, a compound, a mixture of elements, a mixture of compounds, or both. So in number 1, we have just 1 type of particle, and they don't have chemical bonds, so that is an element. In box number 2, we have 2 different particles, and neither one of them have chemical bonds. So that is a mixture of elements. For number 3, we have an element here and an element here, but a compound here. So this one is a mixture of elements and compounds. For number 4, H2O is a compound, HCl is a compound, and this little one here with 1 white and 1 red, that's a compound. So number 4 is a mixture of compounds. Number 5, H2O is a compound, and it's all the same one. So that's just plain old compound. Down here for number 6, they are all H2s, so that's a compound. Over here for number 6, HCl is a compound, H2O is a compound, H2 is an element because they're the same atom, or the same element in that atom. NH3 is a compound, this big funky thing is a compound, and this little dot with just a purple dot is an element. So here we have a mixture of elements and compounds. And for number 8, we have this big compound again, H2O is a compound, and just a green circle is an element. So we have a mixture of elements and compounds again. Let's check. We have one last set of directions for this page. It says to circle all the images that may be classified as pure substances. So a pure substance is when everything in it is the same. So if we zoom out a little bit here. So number 1, these are all the same elements. That's a pure substance. Down here, number 5, again, we only had one molecule going on. Everything in there is the same. So number 5 is a pure substance. And then number 6, again, we have just one particle in there. So number 6 is a pure substance. Ooh, looking at this though, I made a mistake with number 6. Number 6 isn't a compound because it's H2. It's only one element there, so that's an element. And it's a pure substance. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so that is page number 1.